Nanotechnology has opened the door to a world of innovative applications which were once confined to the realm of science fiction. It has played a pivotal role in advancing a wide range of industries. Given the promise of nanotechnology, the race is on to harness its potential. Many claim this multidiscipline technology will bring about a new era of productivity and profit. Nanotechnology is also a rapidly expanding field that is building the future at present.
Nanotechnology. It's a common word we hear a lot these days, but many of us don't realize the impact it has on solving the overlooked complexities of our daily lives. Welcome to another edition of Bazaar. This time we will explore the big world of a nanoscale industry. Also, we will uncover how nanotechnology has boosted profits in the domestic market. So, let's get started.
Our journey begins at Gohard Farm Company, which has over 3 decades of experience in the field of manufacturing paints. In the last decade, its main claim to fame has been specialized nano coatings. This firm produces liquid dyes that come in the form of powder, liqueur, resin, and phosphates. Nano paint is a type of smart coating that can modify the properties of a surface according to the needs of the user. Like ordinary paint, nano paint is applied as a liquid and then hardens. The idea was developed in 2010. Nano paint is preferred by many because it reduces wear and tear from environmental elements.
شرکت گوهر فارم در حوزه رنگ‌های مایع در حوزه‌های مختلف این صنعت کار میکنه، اما حوزه اصلی که ما به صورت تخصصی روش کار میکنیم رنگ‌های خودرویی هستش. در مورد رنگ‌های خودرویی تامین کننده خودروسازهای بزرگ کشور هستیم.
This company provides a major down-the-line service to multiple industries with its broad product portfolio. Some of its products include automotive coatings, traffic paint, and architectural coatings, among many others. Architectural coatings include oil-based and plastic paints that are used on nearly all surfaces and climates. For instance, one of the products which has gained popularity in the architectural sphere is epoxy coatings. This is a type of resin coating that is mainly used in flooring. Due to its easy application and durability, many industrial, commercial, and residential structures use this type of nanopaint.
Nanopaints are a bit different from ordinary paints as they can change their properties according to defined parameters. These special paints save huge sums of money annually that would otherwise be spent on repairing damage due to external conditions. You might be interested to know that nanopaints are also used on automobiles, aeroplanes, ships, building facades, and the list goes on.
Coatings produced at this firm are used by Iran's major automotive enterprises. These special nano paints are applied as auto body coatings for light and heavy vehicles. Some of these particular paints include phosphate coatings, which are used to prevent corrosion. These products are usually used to prepare metal surfaces before nanopaints are applied.
بیشتر محصولات ما محصولات خودرویی هست که استانداردهای پژو و رنو اولویت اول ما رو داره که تمام این استانداردها بروز میشه. با واحد مهندسی خودروسازهای ما مدام این استانداردها بروز میشه، تست‌ها انجام میشه. حالا رنو هم به همین صورت. استانداردهای دیگه خودروسازها مثل ولوو، مثل استانداردهای سایپا، اینها هم اینجا هستش ما انجام میدیم، ولی خب بر اساس نیاز مشتریمون، یعنی به خاطر که ما بیشترین فروشمون برای شرکت‌های ایران خودرو و پارس خودرو هست، استانداردهای اونها اینجا اولویت داره.
Just to give an idea of the scope of the automotive market, which is a big customer of nanopaint products, here are some figures. Iran's auto industry represents around 10% to the country's gross domestic product. It is also the second largest industry after oil and gas. Plus, the auto industry employs around 10% of the country's entire workforce. This company offers an important product in this market, which was previously imported. In doing so, it has helped the country become more self-reliant. It might be interesting to know that this company was the first to produce vacuum sealer paints, or plastisols. These paints are used to coat automobile parts. It is also licensed by the Swiss EFTEC for its plastisol products among its many standardization permits.
محصولاتی که شرکت گوهر فارم تولید میکنه عمدتاً در سالهای گذشته و چه اخیراً در واقع توی اینا همه دارای لاینسنس های معتبر اروپایی بودند و یا سایر کشورهای معتبر که میتونم از اونها به لاینسنس شرکت دوپونت هربرت برای رنگ مایع اشاره بکنم، لاینسنس شرکت افتک برای همون آیه‌های زیر بدنه و سیلرها اشاره بکنم و اخیراً بخش تولید چربیگیر و فسفاتمون که با شرکت هنکل در واقع ما همکاری داشتیم و دانش رو به ما منتقل کردن و بخش ماشینالات و تجهیزاتشون بر اساس دانش اونها پیاده شد که در واقع این لاینسنس های ما هستن.
By matching national and international quality standards, this firm has offered its products in the domestic and competitive global markets as well. The company also has goals to export its products to international markets.
ما در صدد هستیم که استاندارد ایزو 14000 و زیست محیطی رو بتونیم بگیریم. گام اول رو برداشتیم برای این کار که کم کم ما تجهیزاتی که در واقع توی سالن ها داریم، سالن های ما خب دو بخش حلال های فرار دارن و مواد معدنی و پودری که هستش که توی ممکن فضا پخش بشن. ما اگزاست های بسیار مناسب و در واقع سیستم های تهویه خوبی رو اینجا داریم. از طرفی داست کالکتورها و جمع کننده های ذرات و پودر رو توی سیستممون داریم و بخش امهای بعضی از موادمون که جزئی از فرایندمون هستش به صورت سپتیک های مجزا توی در واقع مخازن مشخص جمع آوری میشن و تحت نظارت مراجع ذی‌صلاح اینها در واقع یا بازیافت میشن یا امها میشن.
Nanocoatings usually have a blend of materials depending on the desired function. Some of these nanomaterials are zinc oxide and silver, just to name a few. Many of these raw materials are found naturally in Iran's rich reserves. The demands for modern coatings in countless industries has caused the paint industry to improve its products. So, nanotechnology has become more and more important in the development of coatings.
This firm also produces special powder coatings that are typically used to cover metal surfaces such as home appliances or electrical enclosures. It has also developed technology that will allow its special smart paints to be applied over non-metal surfaces such as modified wood.
تو حوزه تکنولوژی نانومواد فعالیت‌هایی انجام دادیم، از نانومواد در حوزه رنگ‌های خودرویی و همینطور پوشش‌های آندربادی که وجود داره استفاده کردیم و بهبودهای قابل توجهی با استفاده از این تکنولوژی تونستیم به دست بیاریم.
Nanopaint is everywhere, even on the streets we drive on. These paints are used to mark roads and pavements. Traffic coating made by this company are used in parking lots, oil and petrochemical plants, ports, and much more. These particular paints are good solutions for areas where heavy machinery transit because they are extreme wear resistant, flexible, and economical. This knowledge-based company has one of the largest dyeing laboratories in the country. It has a huge research and development department that is fully equipped with the latest technologies. This department is also home to its vast quality control labs.
ما اینجا 2 سری تست داریم. یه تستایی هستش که در همون روز اول تولید انجام میشه، ولی تستایی که زمان بر ممکنه 10 روز، 15 روز، حتی 1 ماه بعضی از تست‌ها زمان ببره که برای اونها هم ما یک سری تست ریپورت های مشخصی داریم که بر اساس اون ریپورت هامون ما 3 سال رنگمون رو گارانتی میکنیم و اون تست هایی رو که در اون بچ انجام نمیشه ما با اون ریپورت ها گارانتی میکنیم تا زمانی که نتیجه تست ها مشخص بشه.
It employs experienced specialists who are graduates of prestigious academic institutions. Among its staff are technicians and skilled workers in various parts of the plant.
ما چند سالی هستش که سعی کردیم که خودمون تولید کننده دانش باشیم و از 0 تا 100 محصول تولیدیمون رو دانشش رو خودمون ایجاد بکنیم و در این مسیر سعی کردیم از بهترین تحصیل کرده های حوزه رشته رنگ استفاده بکنیم، چون واقعا در این کشور قابلیت خیلی خوبی دارن این افراد و تونستن شدیداً کمک کننده باشن به تولید دانش فنی در این شرکت.
Iran has made big strides in nanosciences and is leading the way among countries in the Middle East. In fact, based on figures from StatNano, Iran ranked 4th in the world for publishing nanotech articles in 2019. The nation holds a 6% share of the world's publications relating to nanoscience. The achievements of Iran's nanotechnology sector haven't gone unnoticed either.
Leader of the Islamic Revolution, Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Khamenei, has called for the advancement of a knowledge-based economy. This initiative was implemented to help Iran diversify its economy away from oil-based revenues. This push also saw the establishment of Iran's Nanotechnology Initiative Council, which has brought much support for domestic knowledge-based firms. Based on an assessment by the Vice Presidential Office for Science and Technology, there are over 5,500 active knowledge-based companies. Of this number, just under 300 companies are active in the field of nanotechnology. With the support of the government, the private and public sectors have been able to adopt a holistic approach to further develop nanotechnology. By relying on emerging technologies, the country has been able to generate more revenue and counter some of the damage caused by the US sanctions.
بحث فرصت‌ها و تهدیدهایی بودی که تحریم‌های ظالمانه‌ای که بر علیه ایران وضع شده بود به چه صورتی بود و ما چگونه تونستیم اونها رو مدیریت کنیم. بهترین جمله‌ای که من میخوام بگم خب به هر حال اینه که ما تونستیم مدیریتش بکنیم، چون هم فرصت‌های زیادی بود و هم تهدیدهای زیادی. به لحاظ اینکه ما این بخش حالا عمده‌ای نمیخوام بگم از نظر به قول معروف وزنی، ولی بخش عمده‌ای از هزینه‌های ما مواد اولیه هستش. خب مشکلاتی که برای همه وارد کننده بود برای ما هم این وجود داشت. و این ما رو مجبور کرد که پروژه‌ای رو تعریف کنیم که بتونیم آلترناتیوهای جدید و پروژه‌های خودکفایی رو به ثمر برسونیم که خوشبختانه نتایجش هم توی سایت‌های مشتری‌ها به جواب‌های خوبی رسید. و بحث دیگه‌اش این بودش که به لحاظ اینکه فرصت برای رقبای خارجی از بین رفت برای داخل کشور، ما تونستیم که جای خالی اونها رو پر کنیم. و در جمع اگر بخوام بگم ما از نظر فروش شاید وضعیتی اگر بهتر نبوده بدتر نشد.
According to the head of office for the National Conference of Nanotechnology and Nano-Medicine, there are more than 35,000 students and graduates in this field. Many of these students are studying in the field of nanomedicine. Iran's nanotech exports have been steadily growing since 2015. Last year, the turnover of nanotechnology was more than $83 million. This year, the total value of nanotech exports is predicted to exceed $165 million.
Nanosciences have helped improve many of the products we use every day. Over 660 certified nanotech products have been produced in different fields in Iran. These items are now offered in the market, which include pharmaceuticals and textiles. This science has also enhanced the development of added value for many products. And as you know, added value also increases comparative advantages and profits.
Nanotechnology has greased the gears of many industries across Iran. For instance, it is used for purification processes such as desalination facilities, but it can also be used in environmental cleanup. This technology can also be used to treat wastewater and groundwater. Considering all these points, nanotechnology has changed our lives and helped Iranian industries throughout the years.
Well, folks, it's that time where I have to pass the show over to my good friend and colleague out there on the field to teach us all something new.
is a vast country with an abundance in rich soil and a shortage in fresh water. It therefore requires solutions to prevent precious water from disappearing into the earth and rich soil from being washed away. And today, we are here to talk about the country's latest steps in solving the problem, producing geosynthetic materials.
Like water, soil is the source of all life. Not only does it provide plants with the required nutrients, but it also purifies water, regulates rainfalls, and prevents floods. And this is why protecting soil from erosion is an essential task.
So how did your company come to be?
ایده تأسیس شرکت آریان خاک ایرانیان از اینجا به وجود اومد که ما وقتی خواستیم بیزینس و استارتاپی رو تو ایران اجرا بکنیم، گشتیم تهدیدهای فرصت‌هایی رو بررسی کردیم. دیدیم که بزرگترین تهدیدها و فرصت‌هایی که تو بیزینس ما میتونه داشته باشه، مشکل آب و خاک تو مملکت ماست. ما عملاً تو منطقه خشک قرار داریم و وقتی بارون نیست توی قحطیم، وقتی بارون هست تو سیلابی. بتونیم این آب به چه شکل مدیریت کنیم، دنبال چه محصولی باشیم، چه جوابی واسه این سوال داریم که مدت‌ها با این چالش ما درگیر هستیم. یا تو بخش خاک، خب ما کشور حاصلخیزی نیستیم، باید خاکمون رو حفظ کنیم. چجوری این خاک رو بهینه کنیم؟ خب این جوابایی بود که ژئوسنتتیک میتونست به ما بده. خب این بهترین گزینه بود واسه که ما شرکت آریان خاک رو تأسیس کنیم.
Geosynthetic materials are usually made from hydrocarbons. When formed into sheets, they can act as a filter between the soil and groundwater and preserve them both. And making them doesn't require much time or money.
The volume of this water reservoir is 20,000 cubic meters. For it to be made out of concrete, it would have taken at least a year. But this company completed the project in a single month at about a fourth of the cost using sheets of geomembrane.
Geosynthetic products come in a variety of forms and can be used in many different projects, from constructing roads to creating reservoirs.
Can you tell us about some of your products?
محصولات ژئوسنتتیک یا تکنولوژی ژئوسنتتیکا عملاً توی 4 بخش تقسیم میشه. یکی بحث ایزولاسیون، بحث زهکشی، بحث محافظت و تثبیت و تسلیح. که عملاً تو بخش ژئوسنتتیکایی که ما داریم فعالیت میکنیم، محصولاتی که بتونه این کاربردها و فانکشن ها رو به ما بده، ما ژئوممبرین ها رو واسه بخش ایزولاسیون، ژئوتکستایل ها رو واسه بخش زهکشی و ژئوسل، ژئوگرید و ژئوتکستایل های بافته رو واسه تسلیح و تثبیت خاک استفاده میکنیم. توی بخش محافظت، همون کنترل فرسایش هست، هم از ژئوتکستایل ها و ژئوبک ها استفاده میکنیم. خب این محصولاتیه که ما تو ایران میتونیم تولید بکنیم و بخش عمده رو ما تو کارخونه خودمون داریم اجرا میکنیم.
Regardless of their form, geosynthetics have a few qualities in common. They're porous, they're impermeable, and they have a long-term performance.
Geosynthetic materials have a wide application. Where I'm standing right now is going to be the rooftop garden of a cancer treatment center. And here, geomembrane sheets have already been installed to serve as a waterproof barrier.
Geomembrane sheets are environmentally sustainable and can be used as liners in order to contain liquids in canals, reservoirs, and landfills as well.
Can you tell us about the production process of one of your main products?
یکی از محصولاتی که ما تولید میکنیم ورق ژئوممبرینه که پروسه تولیدش از مرحله پودر تا ورق شیت ژئوممبرین که توی استخرهای کشاورزی استفاده میشه به این شکلی که ما مواد رو به صورت پودر از پتروشیمیا دریافت میکنیم، وارد کارخونه میکنیم، یه سری ادیتیوا رو بهش اضافه میکنیم تا به استانداردهای جهانی برسه. این ادیتیوا شاخصه‌های مقاومتی و جلوگیری از پوسیدگی ورق رو افزایش میده. ما سعی میکنیم ورق رو بعد از اینکه به گرانول تبدیل کردیم با دستگاه اکسترودرمون به شیت‌های ورق ژئوممبرین تبدیل کنیم. ما این ورق رو رول میکنیم، منتقل میکنیم سر پروژه هامون تو استخرها یا مخازنی که استفاده میکنن، بچهای اینستالرمون اونجا نصب میکنن.
polymers arrive in the factory in the form of granules. They're then mixed and poured into the extruder machine. The mixture is brought to high degrees and after passing through cylinders is formed into a geomembrane roll, which is later cut into sheets.
What's special about your company?
مزیتی که شرکت ما نسبت به رقبامون داره، ما تنها شرکتی هستیم که تو ایران پروژه رو خودمون طراحی میکنیم، مصالحش رو تامین میکنیم، تولید میکنیم، حتی تولید محصولات میبینم که داریم ماشینالاتش خودمون میسازیم. هیچ شرکتی تو ایران این کارو نمیکنه، فکر نمیکنم تو دنیا هم کسی این کارو کرده باشه. تو پروژه‌ای که ما داریم به صورت EPC وارد میشیم، مشاوره میدیم و طراحی هم میکنیم. الان حدوداً نزدیک به 20 سالی که تو ایران داریم فعالیت میکنیم، منها اینکه تولید داریم، این تکنولوژی هم آموزش دادیم، گروه‌های نسبی از موجود داشتن، الان خودشون کمپانی دارن، حتی رقیبای ما هستن. صادراتی هم که ما میکنیم تو ایران به لحاظ کیفیت میتونم استانداردهایی که داریم، فکر نمی‌کنم شرکت این استانداردها رو بتونه پاس بکنه.
Despite Iran's dry climate, the country's export of agricultural products grew by 30% in 2020. And with the help of geosynthetics in preserving water and preventing soil erosion, this rate can increase further in the near future.
This is a geomembrane. Iran has made the polymers required for its production for decades. But since the technology was not available, the country had to sell its polymers raw and buy geosynthetic materials at a high price. But today, thanks to Iranian ingenuity, the entire process takes place right here at home.
Okay, let's now dive into some of the new developments and trends in Iran's nanotechnology arena. Here we go. An Iranian comparative company has produced a type of highly protective sunscreen that can absorb rays that are harmful to the skin.
Scientists at this Iranian company have created a skincare nano product that is used as a base in many sunscreens. The composite is made with nano zinc oxide, which contains petroleum jelly and is capable of absorbing ultraviolet radiation. The firm also says it has the capacity to produce 3 tons of this jelly each month. The product has been successfully offered in domestic markets and is now being exported to countries in Africa and the Middle East.
As part of Iran's 6th five-year economic development plan, 25 desalination facilities are being constructed in the country. The goal is to increase Iran's potable water capacity in parched regions.
The new water plants are being built in Ilam, Esfahan and Kerman, among other provinces that have access to seawater. It is projected that when these plants go online in 2022, they will increase Iran's desalination capacity to 500,000 cubic meters a day. These water treatment plants will use nanotechnology to filter water and remove tiny salt particles, as well as viruses and bacteria. Water from these desalination facilities can be used for farming industries as well.
Iranian researchers from Kashan University have produced fireproof coatings by blending a type of magnetic nanoparticle. Isn't that high-tech?
Iran's Nanotechnology Initiative Council says this research introduces an effective non-toxic replacement for the useful fireproof materials. Research on the fire-resistant properties of iron oxide magnetic nanoparticles first began in 2016, and the results were published in a peer-reviewed academic journal. There are many potential benefits to using nanotechnology for fire safety.
As you can see, Iran's nanotech production is spread out over many industries in the country, and it has made huge leaps in the nation's development. Well, that just about wraps up the show for today. I've been Samson Sees you in the next Bazaar.